welcome back to GlowChat, a podcast all about skincare, self-care and everything in between. I am your host Vic and I'm here with founder of GlowFound, Claire.
Hello.
So this week I thought we would do an episode and it's going to be called The Glow Edit. So
Nice.
this is going to be, I've only told you about this morning.
I just turn up.
You're like, wow. So this episode I thought we were going to talk about everything that's making us glow right now, whether that is from the inside out. So anything that is just kind of like elevating our life, fitting into our lifestyle and what we're loving right now.
Okay, cool.
Just to get into the new episode. So the first thing is I wanted to talk about was podcasts. I really get back into like my podcast. I know we're obviously on a podcast. So
Obviously,
other
this
than GlowChat podcast, I really get kind of back into listening to podcasts just when I'm working away during the day that are more about kind of like self-improvement, but like cool ones, not like Stephen Bartlett. Basically, not
that
anything
one.
like that. No, not high performance or whatever that other one's called. No. So the ones I am listening to right now is there's one called Pretty Busy by Amy Smile, who is the owner and founder of Odd News, the clothing brand. She has just relaunched her podcast as well. So she does like solo episodes and then she also has like different guests on them.
Oh, nice.
She had one a couple of weeks ago and it was the guest was Farron Clark, who is, I've spoken about in the podcast before. She is like an influencer, but she is the one who kind of like started this Farron Clark effect where she was talking about how basically you get up, you get dressed, make yourself look good, you'll feel good. When you feel good, then you'll be more productive and more kind of like empowered throughout the day. So hers was a really interesting episode, just hearing about her kind of like growth. It all happened really quite quickly and just how the kind of landscape has changed in terms of, you know, I think with influencers, there's so much money thrown at them so quickly, but just about playing the long game and only really, you know, having like a kind of vision of the kind of brands that you want to work with, the kind of work that you want to do with them, rather than just saying, oh, I got this product and it's great and I love it, you know, that kind of way. That kind of era's almost past, hopefully. And it's just much more kind of authentic partnership. So it was just really interesting hearing all about that kind of side of things as well. So that's a really good episode. And then also Amy, who is the host of that podcast, she's the founder of Odd News. She was on another podcast called Hot Smart Rich, which is an American podcast, but they were in London, and it's like a really good podcast as well. There's loads of different good episodes just about, again, just like loads of conversations about money and about being, you know, like, I don't know, just really empowered to, you know, they talk about, you know, like having like equity in like different businesses and things like that. And I think that's just like a really interesting that we're now having conversations like that as well, because for so long it was always seen as, I mean, even like when I think about my mum, I've probably mentioned this before, she would always say like talking about money is so uncouth, you know, and it's not about, you know, bragging about money, but it's about being comfortable and having those kind of conversations as well.
Yeah, I actually think that's one of the biggest changes our generation has started to do, but I think you need to do more of, because I do think there's a big challenge around people being financially literate. So when I worked for like true banking financial services, one of the things you become really aware of is that like financial literacy is not something that everybody learns.
No, because it's not something you are taught in school, really.
You're not taught it in school, and if you've not got a family who are who reference money or like to talk about money, you actually go into the world completely uneducated for no fault of your own. When I was growing up, my dad he was a partner in a business, so I learned quite a lot just naturally. And my mum was always quite open about like her views on like credit and things like that. And so whilst I probably wasn't where I would probably like to have been, I definitely learned quite a lot, whereas I do know some people where they're like, they went in and they had no clue.
No, absolutely
and it's the most things you spend most of your time talking about is
absolutely.
like in your day-to-day life is money management. That's probably your biggest stress. So I do think it's really important that, and also talk about it amongst friends, because it is your biggest stress point.
Definitely. And I think when it's great to see, even like in the creator space as well, it is the women that are earning the serious money.
Yeah, and I think it's because like women have a lot more buying power. So again, like 80% of women make the purchases in the home. So actually, like, see the days of like influencing like men and the way the adverts are, it doesn't make sense because it's actually females that do more purchases.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is big purchases, small purchases. It's not just, you know, beauty products.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, definitely. So they are definitely two podcasts that I would recommend listening to. So it's Pretty Busy by Amy Smile, and then Hot, Smart, Rich, I think it's called. And again, I think it's just like if you're just like feeling like you just want to like level up and just kind of move into that kind of energy, then I think that's like a good way of, you know, trying to get there anyway. Exactly.
Nice.
Absolutely.
You and I have very different approaches to podcasts.
Okay. What's on your listening?
I absolutely love, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I am like a bit religious about some. So I absolutely love Get a Grip. It's got Angela Scanlon and Vicky Pattinson.
Okay.
And basically they talk about it's basically the challenges of women in like female spaces. So they'll talk about things like the manosphere. They'll talk about things like the rise of the loneliness kind of trend on Instagram. They'll talk about different things impacting women and actually how you empower women more, and actually get a lot of... I actually come away from that podcast every time I listen to it being like, yeah, like I can do this, because it's just all about like empowering women,
definitely,
but also talking about the challenges. And I think it's really interesting hearing Vicky Pattinson, particularly when you actually listen to her career journey and how she was like, you know, I started on Geordie Shore. She's like not proud of it, but actually how hard she then had to work to get to where she is and the position she is when she was doing like Strictly last year, and then the anxiety she faces on the back of that. And when it's actually really interesting hearing that, because you're just... I don't know, I just think I always find it really interesting understanding how people got there, and I really find it interesting understanding what people's challenges are.
Definitely.
And how they've grown from it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it as well, when you see in social media and they're, you know, living their best life and things like that, it's only such a snippet of their life as well.
Yeah, it is. And like Angela Scanlon also, she talks about like she's a mum, she's got 2 kids, like she's so funny with it, but like, and also she talks about like she goes to like, you know, she's been to therapy, and I think they really normalise things that I think it's a bit like the finances, like they can keep
things
it
that used to be a taboo.
Yeah,
you know, no one would have mentioned having any sort of like mental health struggles, like even when I was growing up or anything like that. Mental health wasn't even really a phrase that I'd ever heard at that point as well.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. So like I love listening to that podcast. That's a weekly one, and then I also listen to Ladies Who Launch.
Yes, I do like that one as well.
I do like that one because I just really like understanding people's different business challenges, and in the advice, because a lot of it is like there is always a moment I think in people's career, like their business, where they're like, this is a massive risk, but I'm just going to have to go all in.
Definitely. And I think it's really interesting as well, because I think, you know, we are so primed. I think there's so much said online where it's just assumed that if a woman is successful, that she's either got rich parents or a rich husband, that is who's backed her. So this was just like a kind of little,
like,
you know,
side project.
Oh yeah, okay, that didn't matter if it didn't work out. Whereas people are literally putting like their lives on the line, their livelihoods in the line, to make this business a success as well.
Yeah, and I find that really interesting, and actually like the steps they took, and also the things that went wrong.
Exactly, I think that's what's really interesting, isn't it? Because you just see it online, it just, everything's going up. You don't see the kind of like day to day where it's, you know, the rise and fall.
It's like, but actually if you're building a business, you'd get that every like my week is like that. Like at one point I'm like, oh, it's great, and the next day I'm like, this is not moving the way I want it.
It's 7 years in as being a business owner. I'm telling you, it's still kind of like that.
So yeah, those are probably the 2 podcasts I like love. But I'm a music person, so like
I do listen to a lot of music as well. Yeah,
but I'm in like, I'm not listening to new music. I'm listening to like noughties. I'm in like my I love Snow Patrol. I love like.
I can see you as like a Snow Patrol.
Yeah, I totally am. I love Snow Patrol. Muse, but then I really like all the R&B. Remember for like all the R&B from the noughties? Yeah, so that
was like the best era for
music.
When you were like going out and things like that, and you had like 6-inch heels on in the club and get out in the winter with no jacket on, and things like that.
Yes, Rimmel Sun Shimmer.
Yes, those are the days.
Those were the days with a VK.
Absolutely, you go out with like £20.
Came back with 30.
Definitely.
Made money on these nights out.
Those were
Oh dear.
definitely
I miss those days. Like
Uh-huh.
my friend had said something in our chat which was like, I want to normalise going on a bender. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do the wellness stuff. I
No.
want to go out.
Like we need more of that. That needs to be like a new trend, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Can we all go back to the noughties? Maybe not do all the stupid stuff of the noughties, but
no,
like
I don't think I could cope. I don't actually know how I survived that era.
There's like some stuff where I think like I've got a daughter. Oh no. Like just the stupidity of some things.
Yeah.
And the naivety of some
I was
things.
going to say the naivety as well.
Like everything will be fine. It's not.
Ignorance was bliss.
It was.
We grew up in a different world, really.
Yeah.
TV shows that you've been watching recently?
I again swing from like, oh no, actually I just watched 5 Star Weekend.
That was the one that I was going to talk about. Yeah, it was really good.
And it was so good, but it's a book series, so I hope they bring out a second season.
Oh right, okay.
Jennifer Garner, it has like I was like, she ages incredibly well, and she's aging naturally. You can totally tell.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But so gracefully.
Yeah,
I was like, she looks amazing. Obviously, if people are watching it, we won't spoil the plot, but I absolutely loved it. The cast was insanely amazing.
I know. As soon as I saw the cast, I was like, this is going to be good. You just know.
And it's like everybody, and it's like so reflective of life as well, that you have like. So the premise is it's 5 friends from each era of your life, and you're like, actually, like.
Yeah, that is so true though.
I know. But would you mix your friend group? I don't know if I'd mix my friend groups.
I mean, I have like quite a small circle. I feel like I have. Don't let a lot of people in.
You know.
No, I'm really a bit of a closed book, to be honest with you, which is quite ironic considering I sit and chat in a podcast every week. But
we have to make her. Yeah. Well, I'm like, would I? I probably maybe would, because I always have like school mums
already.
School friends, my school friends, and then gym friends. I have some and uni friends, but like I don't carry like I say that as I've got a group of 14, but I don't carry loads of friends. But I absolutely loved.
I feel like also there's a lot said about, you know, when like female friendships end, but a lot of the time there's no like big drama, there's no malice, there's no bad feeling. It's just like your lives kind of naturally drift apart, and that's not anyone's fault. You know, everyone's just kind of going in a different direction, and if you don't really have that much in common anymore, it's quite hard to maintain that kind of friendship as well, when you can't really relate to each other in the same way.
I know. I also feel like it's like actually harder than a breakup, because there's no, like you say, there's no drama.
I feel like you feel more guilty about friendships that have ended in the past than like past relationships or anything like that.
Yeah, because usually the guy's been an idiot. So
it's always justified.
It's always justified. Whereas like friendships I find much harder, and then but it is really true. It's like, so see when you have like. It's interesting because when I went to counselling, they kind of talked to me like through it, is that like because I've like done counselling, I actually think it's a really good idea to talk to someone, but like when you have kids, you go into this bubble, and at some point you're just mum or you're just dad, and at some point you will come out of that, but you might not always come out of that, and actually it's your friends, you'll come out of that at different rates, and then it's like finding who you are like post that happening, and it's quite hard because
because I was talking to my friend whose sister has just had a baby, and I said, you know, it must be so difficult because it's not just like, you know, give yourself a few weeks to get back to the old you, because the old you is just not,
it's not there.
It's not there anymore, and it's just like about finding the new you as well, and just like being comfortable with that as well, and not feeling like you need to strive for that person in the past, because that's not realistic anymore, you know.
No, it's not. But also I feel like as well, like, so for me, like I can't just be mum, like I actually just can't be. There's some people that are like, that's their whole identity, but they're really comfortable with that, and I think that's totally
I don't
great.
think we would get on if
we wouldn't be doing this podcast. We wouldn't. Whereas like I need to have like a career, and I need to have like I need to have
adult conversation,
definitely. Like I need to be going places. I can't just go to soft plays until we hit the next phase. Like, and I actually really struggle with like just mum chat. I really find it hard. I have to really, sorry, mum friends.
It takes a lot of like social battery.
So it takes a lot of social battery. Like if I've got a mum friend that's like, oh, I'm really sad that this phase is ending. Like I am not the mum friend for you. Like I'm the like cool, like Freya's about to start school. Like we're ending the nursery section. I'm really excited about that. Like let's move on to the next. Like I'm just not that mum that's like nostalgic for things and wanting to keep them small. So I'm just not that mum friend.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm just really not. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I can't wait till she's 18 and then we can go and get a glass of wine and we can go to the spa together. Like,
But
I'm
that's like a really
already,
nice thing as well,
I
though.
know.
You're not wishing their life away, but also it's nice to like look forward rather than just thinking, oh,
I wish they were
we're
a
never going to be
baby.
that close anymore, because
Yeah,
that's just not true.
it's not.
Beauty products, what has been in your routine? What things have you been loving recently?
Beauty products that I have been loving. So I'm a creature of habit with beauty products. So I still am loving the Figgy Beauty moisturisers. I have obviously been testing like some different moisturisers, but I would probably say the Figgy Beauty night cream is still that
It's
was
really
probably
good,
my
isn't it?
really, and I do think it's worth the money. And my shea, again, I'm such a creature of habit. Shea Lick cleanser. It's also one of our best sellers, but I like it's like really refreshing. It has calmed down my like breakouts here.
Yeah, your skin's looking
I was
glowing.
thinking, I was looking at the camera, I was like, it looks great.
You're a very good advert for your own business.
So like I feel like skincare, I've like settled into like a routine now. And that's probably been the biggest thing for me is like more consistency.
Definitely.
So they're probably like the two main products. But again, also Raven Botanicals clarifying serum. That again also calmed down my acne.
Yeah.
And I am also loving the PDRN Anua moisturiser.
Yeah, that's one that I have definitely introduced a couple of months ago, and I really enjoy that product. It's just like I really love, because I also use the azelaic acid as well by Anua as well, and it's really good as well.
Good. It's good price. Like I say, good price point.
Yeah, definitely.
So that is like the beauty products. I'm actually on the hunt for new makeup products because I'm coming to the end of it. I'm like one of those girls when I go into the skincare, I'm like, I know what I like, but makeup, I'm like, I'll go to Charlotte Tilbury and I'll just buy a range. Whereas like I really need to go back and watch Emily Snow.
No, that's what I was saying. Me and my best friend keep saying we need to book in with Emily, because
I really want to book in with her.
And
just like get my makeup and like what suits me, like what colours, like how to do it properly would be ideal. So I'm not great for like beauty finds at the minute.
Yeah. So as obviously I'm a fake tan girly, and I've discovered recently it's the fake tan, putting on fake tan, I don't mind. It's the scrubbing off of the fake tan, the old fake tan. Oh my God. So that's a killer. But it feels like an actual workout to get it all off. So I've discovered a product called Rose and Caramel, and it's like a 60-second tan remover. I have tried every single tan remover, and I think the majority of them are scams, to be honest with you. I'm just like, I hate this. I don't like it feeling on my skin. Don't like it at all. This is kind of like a scrub, but it does more than that. It just like melts. You can see it. You can just comes off so easily. So that has been a game changer for the fake tan routine. Doesn't feel like such a massive mental struggle, you know. Like first world problems. That, and also the Tan Day fake tan, really enjoying that one. That is by Georgia Louise. She's like an influencer.
I have been following her.
It is the Rouge one that I've been using, so it comes in a kind of red bottle, and it's just like a really nice, because I tried her original one but I just didn't really like it on me. It just didn't really suit me. I didn't like how it came off or anything. But the Rouge one, because it's much more of a kind of reddy undertone, because I feel like some fake tans have got like almost like a green undertone, and that just doesn't suit me at all, whereas this one is more like a red kind of undertone, and it just goes on so much better, and it comes off really nicely as well. So I've been loving those products. Finally, I wanted to talk about expensive shit that is worth it. Have you seen this trend on social media? I have a list actually on my phone.
Do you? See, she came prepared. I did not come prepared.
So for me, I'm going to go through them, not all in order of importance or anything like that. Hair extensions for me, they just make my life so much easier. They are annoyingly expensive, but I'm really not a nice person when I don't have any hair extensions.
You're not a nice person.
Massively affects my personality.
Do we have like an alter ego for this personality?
You really don't want to meet her. She is not a happy gal. Next thing, M&S avocados. As an avocado buyer, you know, they really do range in price here. They are just so much better, because I feel that they're just perfect every time. Whereas you buy other supermarket ones and you open them and they're just,
it's hit or miss. Like, see when you're going through the avocado, see when you're trying to get an avocado, you're like, ugh.
The next thing, holidays, worth every penny. Just so good. I just love the build up to them. I love getting ready for them. I love packing for them. Love just being there. I love planning my content. I love everything about holidays. And then related to that is paying for extra baggage as well. I am not one of these people who's like, oh yeah, I can take like hand luggage or like a wee 10k case. No, this holiday I was away for a week and I had, so I was flying out with Ryanair, so I think it was only like 20. So then I had like a hold all as well, which was like a 10k GE hold all, which was so heavy. I was so overstimulated trying to get through the airport when I had like a handbag and then I had this bag which was so heavy, and then my suitcase as well, it was a nightmare. But on the way back I had 32 kilogram bag because it was with EasyJet, which you can pay for like a really big bag, worth every penny. So you just know, and you can just bring all your stuff. You're not having to like compromise in your routine. You're not like, oh no, I can only take like 2 steps in my skincare, or I can't do my fake tan when I'm away. Like, no, that is worth every penny for me. I feel better, look better, feel better, and just a nicer person. Next one, health insurance. I feel like that is a big one. That's a big one. That's one of these things where you kind of hope it's wasted money in a sense, where you want to be paying for it and never having to claim on it. You know, I suppose with any insurance that's typical, but you know, you don't want something wrong to happen and then think, because then there's no way you can afford to take health insurance out at that point. So I feel like that is just one. I think even like being single on my own and then also being a business owner as well, like I feel like, you know, if there was anything wrong, obviously touch wood, I feel like just knowing that
you've got something, income protection,
definitely. And because they do like I'm with Bupa, and you can get like phone appointments or video appointments with doctors usually that day or the next day as well. Not having to like try and get an appointment with like your local doctor surgery which is just a nightmare. You have to phone at a specific time and then you can never get an appointment. So I feel like that is one thing that's definitely worth it as well. The next thing, what was it? The White Company diffuser oils.
Oh.
If you want your house to smell amazing, the White Company little oils. So you get like the diffuser. Now, to be honest with you, I mean, I do have the White Company one, but I've also got one that I got from Amazon, which is every bit as good, which is like £25 or something like that versus 70 in the White Company. But the oils themselves, especially the ones with the black lids, like you hardly need any of them, and they're just so good. You definitely you need to get one of them in your life if you've not got one.
I do like a diffuser.
Yep, definitely. Living Proof dry shampoo. Made this mistake before I went on holiday where I had some Boots Advantage points, and I thought I'm going to treat myself to like a good dry shampoo just to see if it makes any difference, because I am like a Batiste girly normally, which is, you know, £2-3 versus probably £18 to £20 for the Living Proof one. The difference is just it's just really annoying how much better it is. So that's like really not great. Wine and wine glasses.
Yes.
I'm a bit of a snob.
So it annoys me if the wine comes in the wrong glass.
Yeah.
And Fergus, for a while, he's going to kill me because he listens to this podcast. Sometimes he'll be like, well, just put in a tumbler. And he's like, well, just be Italian. I'm like, absolutely not. Are you putting it in a tumbler? Because it's easier to go in the dishwasher. I'm kidding you. I'm like, nope.
No,
absolutely not.
Oh, I hope you refused.
I did.
Send it back.
So now I only ever get it in a glass, and also I'm really funny about like the thickness of it. It's got to be a thin wine glass.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like pretty like snobby about the.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, it puts me off going to a restaurant. There was like a restaurant in Glasgow, and they used to do prosecco in basically little tumbler glasses. Just like no,
has to be in the actual glass.
Absolutely not. Another thing that I took on holiday, which was expensive but absolutely worth it, was a shark fan.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh my God, especially in the heat of Mallorca. It was the humidity was incredible, but it was an absolute life changer because it does actually feel like cold air coming out. It's not just than like it's warm not just air. Like warm air. You're just like, it really does make a difference. Have you got anything else you want to add to the list?
Good jeans. So because you know I've got a big one. Abercrombie Curve Love. They're like.
Oh, I actually bought a pair of Abercrombie jeans in the sale when I was through in Edinburgh a few weeks ago, and they're really good. I got them for like less. I think it was like 37.50
Yeah,
or something.
must
Or
have
like
got them for half price. So they are like the best fitting jeans. Like they actually are fitted for like a woman's figure.
Yeah, they're really good quality.
Good quality.
Jeans.
They're not like super stretchy, so they're like that proper
Yeah,
stiff
you
denim,
feel,
and they wash really well. I've got like 2 pairs, and they are just like such a staple. So I would say like good, but I would say good jeans. I feel like when you buy cheap jeans, you can tell.
Yeah, they feel good like maybe the first couple of times you wear them, and then they just kind of lose their shape.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and then you're like, or they like when they cling, and you're like, they shouldn't cling.
Yeah.
So I would say jeans. I would probably echo the holidays for me. Like anything that has like, it might be a bit more expensive, but has like a good quality like kids area, because entertaining children for a week is hard.
Because then it's an actual holiday for you.
Yeah. So I would say like holidays, I would probably echo. I would say my Dyson Airwrap.
Oh, right. Yep, definitely.
So I feel like it's Marmite. I think people either love it or hate it. But what I would say for
I've got
hair
one of my
health,
friends, she moved to Australia recently, and she gave me, obviously she couldn't take it with her in the plug, so she gave me hers. But I need to get the filter changed in it or something like that. But it is really good though.
Yeah.
And hers is like a few years old. But
yeah,
I know it's one of these things where I'm like, oh, one of these days I will invest.
learn.
I know I do really like it though.
Yeah, and like for hair health, so like my hair, because my hairdresser's really into hair health, so like she's like, it's the healthiest you've been, not putting so much heat on it.
Oh, amazing.
So I would say that probably was worth it. And
it's an investment.
It is an investment, and it's an investment in time, because you have to learn how to use it. So it's not just an investment in pounds.
Definitely, that's a good way of putting it.
And I would also, I don't know, I think in my head. Do you know what, a person? It's not expensive, but like someone who does eyebrows well.
Yeah, definitely.
Like also somebody that has naturally quite dark eyebrows. See if you get somebody who does eyebrows terribly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
It's not good.
It's not good. So I would say that. And then I don't have it, but I would also say for any skincare people, a red light mask. I get so many customers that are like, it's like totally helped with like.
I really want one actually.
Yeah. I would say, and it is worth the investment looking at a good one and not just trying to buy the cheapest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think if it's like probably less than £100, I don't really know how effective it would be.
Because I also think you buy twice. I also generally think quite often with clothes, I actually think the better quality, they last longer rather than having to buy twice.
Definitely.
That would be my
I'm kind of
other
about that as well.
general thing. And Other Stories is quite a good brand for that, actually.
Yeah, definitely. And COS as well.
COS, Arket is also a really good brand.
Yeah.
It's all like that Scandi vibes, like quite clean.
Definitely.
But I would say, yeah, good quality clothing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I was in New York last year, I got like a leather jacket by the Frankie shop, which is like an American brand. So obviously it was much cheaper over there. So girl math, you know. But my cost per wear, because I have had this jacket on so many times.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, maybe for my birthday this year, I'll maybe like treat myself to like another one, because I feel like I've really justified how much I've worn it.
Yeah, I feel like cost per wear.
Definitely.
Like I would say, actually, do you know what, a good designer handbag, the one that you will wear probably as a day handbag, is also quite a good investment, because I also do think it elevates your entire outfit.
Definitely. Yeah, you can just wear really simple pieces over and over again. So things that are not worth it for me, expensive makeup brushes.
Yeah, like I must, unless it's the way I use my makeup brushes, this is where I need to speak to Emily.
Yeah, definitely. I really like, there's like a couple, I use like the e.l.f. foundation brush and it's really good. I recently bought the Rode, they're kind of little bronzer things, stick things. And there was like a little brush that went with it as well. And I think it was like £28 or something, but it is small and it has got like 2 ends on it. But it is literally, the actual brush itself is not any better than a cheap one that I've got off Amazon or something like that. No difference. Another one that came up on holiday was mocktails. We went into this place on holiday and it was €14 for a mocktail.
You're kidding.
In fact, it wasn't even a mocktail. It was like a juice. It was like apple and celery and ginger or something like that. Or it was 16 for an Aperol. I mean, the math ain't mathin'.
No,
Obviously,
like,
you're going to
I'm
go
like,
every time
for the
for
Afro.
the alcohol. Yeah, absolutely. So mocktails would not be
No.
partaking in that at all. Just give me a Diet Coke, thanks. That's
I know.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, I'm like, see these, like when you try and when you're trying to do alcohol free or you're driving or something, like I actually would rather have a Diet Coke than like these, like everybody goes for
Definitely.
these mocktails. I'm like, but it's just full of sugar.
Sugar.
Also
I
full
know.
of, and you're like, well, that's not great for you. It's not great for your
No.
teeth.
No, definitely. And just a bit sickly as well. Candles. I know this kind of goes against like the white company thing that I was talking about, the diffuser, but I feel like nowadays you can get some really good like big candles from like B&M and things like that are like
Aldi do great candles.
Yeah, Aldi do really good ones, and Lidl as well. So definitely say you could get really good candles for not a lot of money these days. The other thing, white vests, white t-shirts for me, there is no point spending like 30-40 pounds on something like that, because I get fake tan and makeup on them so often that I need to go through them. I need quantity. Yeah, so Marks and Spencer's, love their white t-shirts, vest tops. They are just
H&M. I've
really
really got
good.
H&M.
Yeah,
It's quite
H&M are
good
really good as well
for basics.
Really like them. So definitely wouldn't be spending a lot of money on that kind of thing. Havaianas. That's maybe a wee bit. The flip-flops.
Like which flip-flops? Just the plain flip-flops?
So I got a pair for going away, and they were just like brown ones, which I got on ASOS, where they were like £30 or something. One of our friends on holiday had almost identical ones that were from Primark, which were obviously considerably cheaper. They're not any different. They're just literally like the same. They just don't say Havaiana on it. So yeah, definitely don't think that is worth spending a lot of money on. Body moisturiser.
Oh,
I do like, don't get me wrong, if I'm going out, then like maybe like a nice like body souffle or something like that. But I feel like if you want really good skin, it needs to be quantity, not quality. You just need to be putting on lots of moisturiser, like morning and night. Yeah. Especially before I went on holiday, I was really on my moisturising journey, and it does make such a difference. And getting like one of the big tubs of the Nivea, it's really good, and it's so cheap. You don't need to be spending £30 on a moisturiser. It might smell really good, but I would say just for everyday use, you can use a really cheap one, and it's absolutely fine. The next thing is, which I feel like recently, the price of coffee, going for a coffee.
Oh my God, yes. Like, and also like a good coffee. Like,
but also I feel like when I go into a coffee shop and I'm spending, I drink black coffee, and it's sometimes like
that's
£4.50
for a black coffee.
And I'm like, this, I would honestly, it's no better than a Greg's coffee or a McDonald's coffee. Like I'm not a snob about things like that. Like I do like a nice coffee, but also I'm fine having the cheap coffee.
So I'm a bit of a coffee snob, but one of the things that my biggest irritation is, people can't make a cappuccino properly. So like you can always tell by the weight. You can tell by the weight as soon as you get it, and there's a big milk difference if you're calorie controlled in between a cappuccino and a latte. So see if you don't make a cappuccino properly, it should be super light.
Because it should be really foamy.
It's really foamy, and that's my biggest. That's the stuff where I'm like, it's not worth the money, because you're just drinking like a latte, and I don't want a latte.
Nope.
So it's like expensive coffee, but also when they don't know how to make the coffee properly. And because I have soy or oat milk, I see the amount of times where people are like, you can't froth soy milk, and I'm like, you can, because I do it at home. So that is also, I would probably.
So would you say then a good coffee machine at home is expensive shit that's worth it?
I think it depends on like if you're a coffee enthusiast. So like I would have said yes, but then actually we have changed to like this coffee filter thing now. It was expensive. Fergus wanted it for his birthday, so I got him it. Do I think it's worth the money? I feel like a normal one would be fine.
Yeah.
But he says he believes that it's much better. I don't know why it's much better. It's glass. It was in 5-star Weekend. You could see it in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
I was like, oh, we've got that one. Do I think it's actually? I feel like you could filter coffee. I feel like you could get a cheaper one and it does the same thing, because I think it's the quality of the beans if you're a coffee snob, personally.
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, so a coffee machine, I think it's only worth the money if you're somebody who would actually have like say a cappuccino every morning or something like that. And I do think it's probably better making it at home than going and getting a coffee every day. Because I also think when you go and get a coffee, there's a high risk you get a pastry.
Yeah, this is true.
This is
I am a big pastry girl.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel like for ones at home as well, there's quite a lot of like cleaning and things like that. Not really into that. Having to like, yeah. So that is, I'm fine with a McDonald's coffee, Greg's coffee, as long as it doesn't come in like a little polystyrene cup. I'm okay with it. Yeah,
the aesthetic has to be right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Like our good GlowChat cups. Yeah. So anyway, that's what has been making us glow recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just all about finding that. I feel like the older you get, the more you kind of lean into, you know, actually just spending money on things that are going to make you happy and realizing, you know, if it makes your day easier and if it makes you more productive as well, then it's worth it.
Yeah. I've been enjoying going out on my bike. I've been getting out on my bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because Rudy learned how to ride his bike, so I promised him I would take him bike adventures. But actually being outside, but actually not like also killing myself when I'm doing it. Because like when I do CrossFit, like I'm also now started high rocks training. So like we'll park that for another episode.
A high rocks person now?
I did the fitness test. That was hard. It was 1,000 meter running, 50 burpees, broad jumps. You have to do a burpee, then jump to the next split.
Yeah.
What was it after that? It was 100 lunges, and then it was 100,000 meters on the row, and then it was 30 push-ups, and then it was 100 wall balls. And you had 30 minutes, and you had to see how far you got to it, and you're going to be retested in like 8 weeks. So it was hard.
Are you going to turn into one of these people where it becomes your entire personality?
No, because it's not. No, because I can't. I have been doing CrossFit for like a year. It's not my entire personality.
No, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, because usually it becomes.
I just become that person.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'll ever do. I'll never like compete properly because I actually don't. I'm not doing it for competition.
No, you're just doing it for. Yeah, it's good to always like change up your workouts and things like that.
Yeah,
as well,
so
sometimes.
bikes is I'm enjoying. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a good way of working out without it feeling like a workout.
Yeah. Otherwise, I do have a 7-year-old that's like nearly careered off the edge of a gorge. Yeah, he wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, that's just boys, though, isn't it?
That's just boys. Yeah, I was like, wait behind me because I had no idea where we were going. He just went, he missed it, but he cleared it by about like this much. And I got frightened and screamed. And because we were going to find a ruined castle that has a cake, it has a little cake shop in it. So we did make it to the cake shop.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
A nice happy ending.
You know, my bike's good.
Yes. So let us know what makes you glow.
Yeah.
What is your routine that you are loving right now? Podcast recommendations, TV shows that we need to be watching, anything that's going to elevate our life and just make us a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's not all about skincare, is it?
No, it's all about like what makes you kind of feel chill, happy, relaxed.
Definitely.
Zen.
The best version of you. So let us know in the comments, and you can find us at GlowFound Official. And that is all for this week. We'll see you again next week.